So, all right, sitting up tall, feet firmly on the floor, shoulders rolled back, taking our strap. So whatever it is, as you can see, mine is just a tea towel from the kitchen. Just take it above your head. Perfect. Making sure you can see your elbows and just go from side to side. So you can bend your elbow above your head. You can keep them straight, whatever you'd like to do, but just go in a nice, even pattern. Maybe alternate bending the elbows and not. And then just make your way down in front of you. So seesawing the arms back and forth. And then just rest that on your knee. Inhale up, interlace the fingers, and stretch. So sit bones should be keep stretching, but sit bones should be right at the edge of the chair. Should feel nice and steady. And as you exhale, bring the arms down behind you. If you have a chair, hold on to the back of the chair or the rungs. If you don't have that, just clasp the hands behind you and draw your shoulder blades together. If you're in a chair, you can lean forward slightly to just add a little stretch. Just stretch that out. If you are without a chair back and your hands are clasped, feel free to bring them up a little bit towards the ceiling. Just breathe here. Nice. And we're going to do seated cat-cow. So inhale, and as you exhale, round, cross your arms, come down so that you're rounding your spine nicely. Inhale up, arms behind you, hold the chair for a breath. Again, if you don't have a chair, just clasp the hands. Exhale down, cross the arms. Take a breath. And when you're ready, breathe in, come up. And we'll do that one more time. Beautiful big movements, and we'll be moving into the legs in just a moment. Exhale down. And inhale up. And then release those arms, roll the shoulders a little bit. And we're moving into one of the hardest poses in the chair. So crossing left ankle over right, or whichever one you prefer to start with. Just bring your foot a little bit in towards your midline, so kind of in line with your belly button. If you leave it out here, you might feel a little unbalanced as you come forward. Just before we start, rotate your ankle, wiggle your toes. Inhale, sit up tall, smile, because as you exhale, you're going to come forward and you're going to start to feel that into your hip. So this is figure 4. So imagine we're lying on the ground and trying to do this, right? But your body weight comes over your leg and try to reach those hands down, all the way down. Bring the nose in towards the calf. Is everybody feeling that? Yeah. And inhale up, lift the arms above the head. Gaze up, keep that leg crossed. Exhale down and see if you can go a little bit deeper. How far can you fold over that front leg? Soften the glutes and your abdominals. Let yourself fold over. Inhale up, ragdoll. So ragdoll, sitting down, roll those shoulders back. Very gently release the leg down. And then holding onto the seat of the chair, just rock those legs from side to side. Beautiful. Taking the strap again. Holding it out in front of you with soft elbows, hands below the shoulders. Just twist. So use your left hand to bring you back. Use your right hand to bring you back. And try and track your gaze behind you as well. And come to center, lift, gaze up, and then widening the knees just slightly. Exhale and bring it down. Inhale, bring it up, gaze up. So engage those core muscles. Exhale, bring it down. And one more time. Inhale up, gaze up, bring it down. Perfect. Use it, you can just set this aside for a moment, and you're going to be stretching the left leg again. Just turn to the right in your chair. If you are in a softer chair, you may want to stand and use the back of the chair for this for balance. But all we're going to do is keeping the right sit bone on the chair as well as a good part of your thigh. Left hand reaching back to left forefoot. And we're going to do a quad stretch. If you don't want to do it in the chair, if you're not comfortable or you don't feel totally balanced, or you have a soft cushion, just stand up, reach back, and stretch. So a runner's quad stretch, but we're getting into that quad. So keep holding that stretch. Release it down. Walk the leg forward, just bend and flex. You can bend and flex, or you can just move it back and forth, whichever you prefer. And we'll do that a second time. So the second time, try and deepen the stretch a little bit. So setting it up, standing, you can lay down on the mat if you'd like, or just reaching back for that foot. And making sure that front foot is on the ground. Whether it's tiptoe, that's quite fine if you find that more comfortable, but just stretch that bottom. Lovely, release it down. Turn yourself towards the front of the chair. If you're standing, go ahead and sit down. Bring those sit bones down to the edge of the chair. And you'll know the crease of where the buttock meets the leg is about where the edge of the chair is, and you should feel very stable. So bringing the left hand down to the chair seat, inhale, lift, and open up that whole right side. So if you'd like, use the chair to press down against as you lift up with the other hand. Perfect. Exhale down. Other side, right hand down. Inhale, lift the left hand up, and as you exhale, arch up and over. Keep reaching, lift and reach. You're trying to keep extending those fingertips away from the hip bones. Bring it back. Now left hand behind. If you have rungs on the chair, you can help you, or the chair back. If you're on a soft cushion, you can just use the cushion as a tool to help you twist. But here we go. Inhale. Right hand on outer left thigh, left hand behind, and just twist towards the back. If you have an arm of the chair, you can use it to help. So putting your right hand on that instead. But just see how much you can deepen your twist, remembering to breathe kindly. The deeper the twist, the more compression you have in your midsection. So you don't want to be taking deep, harsh breaths. Be kind, breathe easily, and twist. Inhale, come forward, straighten the legs out, bringing the soles of the feet down with just a slight bend in the knee. Inhale up. And exhale forward, trying to touch the ground. Chin to chest. Ragdoll up. Vertebra by vertebra. Roll those shoulders back. Beautiful. Right hand behind, left hand. So bend the knees a little bit. Left hand on outer right thigh or the right arm of the chair. Take a beautiful deep breath. Inhale, sitting tall. Exhale from the belly button and twist. So see if you can use the cushion, the chair, whatever it is to deepen that stretch. And then inhale, coming forward. This time, widen the feet out, toes pointed away from your midline, about 45 degrees. Inhale, smile, and exhale, down, touching the floor. Chin to chest. So, chair version of a wide-legged forward fold. And then bring your right elbow onto your right side, left elbow on left thigh, and just hang out here for another breath. This time bringing the torso up, gaze to the ground. So a half forward fold. And then inhale up slowly, taking your time. Perfect. Bring the legs to center, shake them out a little bit. Just rock them back and forth or bend and flex them. And when you're ready, cross right ankle over left knee. Smile, inhale up. And then exhale forward, bringing your belly down onto the leg, trying to bring your nose in towards the side of your calf, arms down towards the ground. And again, if you find that a little bit much, just sit up and ease forward until you feel the stretch. As you stretch out, ease a little bit more forward, and so on. There should be no pain, but a really good stretch here. Inhale up, leaving that leg crossed, interlace the fingers, palms forward, facing away from you, press out, stretch, drop the shoulders, hands below the shoulders, really try and lengthen from palm away from the chest. Perfect. Release that down slowly, taking your time. Rotate the ankle one way and then the other way. And then inhale up, lift, and exhale forward into figure four again. Seeing if you can deepen it just a little bit. Can you go a little further? Do you notice that you have a little bit more stretch, or do you still feel tight? Just observe, stretching it out. And inhale up, ragdolling this time. Take your time coming up. Roll those shoulders back, gently release the leg. And just bend and flex it, rock it, whatever makes it feel good and eases any tension in the leg and the knee joint. And then just for some calf stretches, with your feet hip width in front of you, lift the heel off the ground. You should feel a nice tightening in your calf. Place the heel down. Step 1 foot forward, bring the toe up. And then release that and do the other. So lift the toes, heels off, lift the heels. And then if you have a chair seat that is manageable, that you can lean back a bit, lift the toes. If not, do them one at a time. And just do that a few times. Lift. Just stretching out the Achilles, stretching out the foot. Perfect. And then turning to the left, quad stretch on the right. So again, this is where the right sit bone will come off of the chair. Your left sit bone and your left thigh are on it, or you can stand up or lay down and do the quad stretch. But reaching back, this is where you learn to leave ego at the door, right? If you can't manage it, use your pant leg, use your strap. But just come into a quad stretch. If you can hold your forefoot with your hand, wonderful. Just bring that back. Again, standing, holding the chair is perfect. Nice. Just release that down for a moment. Bend and flex the leg. And then when you're ready, stretch it out. When you get back to center, release that down. Put your strap aside, back to the center. And we're just about halfway through, so we're going to stand up for a moment. So just stand up, let everything stretch, move those arms. Move them from side to side. Let them swing. Widen the feet if it feels good. And just move the body. You could do chair yoga class staying down the whole time, but it's kind of nice to get some movement. So then coming back to the chair. So if you have a side arm, that's wonderful. If you have chair back, wonderful. If you have a couch, perfect. Placing your hand on whatever you have. So couch would be like this. Just walk the feet out, soft knees, until you can come into a half forward fold where you can feel engagement in your hamstrings, trying to lift those sit bones, lengthen out with the arms. Just let everything stretch. Inhale up, come forward with one leg. So intense side stretch here. And remember, the wider the stance, the more stable it is. The closer the stance, the more intense the stretch. So just find where you're comfortable and bow down, holding the chair until you feel the stretch on that front leg in the hamstring at the top of it. Soft knees, but use the chair for support so that you can focus on the stretch rather than trying to hold your balance. Inhale as you step up. Standing tall, roll the shoulders a few times. Back and forward. And then when you're ready, step the other leg back. Bow down into its tense side stretch on this side. Again, soft knees. Sending the sit bones back and up to lengthen the leg from the sit bone to the heel. Inhale, lift. Walk the feet back one more time. And see if you can go just a little further. Inhale and exhale, stretching those arms, stretching the back, lengthening those hamstrings. Remembering to breathe. Inhale up. And when you're ready, sit back down into the chair. Perfect. We're just going to sit here for a moment, sitting tall. You can sit back in the chair for this if your feet can touch the ground. So we're going to do box breathing just for the next couple of minutes, where you inhale for a duration, you pause your breath for the same duration, exhale, and then pause your breath. So we'll do it for a count of 4. So just getting ready, shoulders down, soft, away from the ears, feet on the ground, hand resting wherever they're comfortable. Closing the eyes or finding a spot in front of you to gaze at. Start your inhale. 2, 3, 4, and pause. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, and pause. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Pause. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. And pause. 2, 3, 4. And continue for about 3 more rounds. Return to your normal breath when you're done. Open your eyes. And just see if there's any difference in how you feel. All right. Widening out the feet one more time. So setting up as if you were going into a wide-legged forward fold. We're pointing the knees out in the chair just to try and keep them in alignment. So your knees should point the same way as your toes. You're ready. Inhale up. Exhale down. And then let that right arm come up. And you may not be able to bring it up as high as you can when you're standing, but just bring it up. Enjoy the twist. If you'd rather, you can bring it behind you, rest it on your back. And bring it back down. Ragdoll up. So use your feet to press down as you roll the body up, engaging the core. Actually takes a lot of core to lift you up in a chair because your center of gravity is lower. Roll the shoulders backwards and forwards just a few times. And then inhale, lift. Exhale down. Sorry. Placing the right hand at the center, lift that left hand up. And stretch. So again, remember, one side might be tighter than the other. It's harder to lift the arm of the chair for sure. So just do what you can. Enjoy the stretch. Palm up is also nice. And come back to the center. Ragdoll up. Taking your time. Roll the shoulder back and forward. Wonderful. And then bringing your left leg to the center. Hold on to that right foot as if you were going to cross it, but we're going to rock the leg. So walk those sit bones forward. Cradle the knee with your right hand, holding on to the forefoot. You don't want to be pulling on the ankle joint. So you hold the forefoot and just rock your hip back and forth. So just move that hip. If you want to try a challenge at the end, you can use your peace finger and try and straighten it. It's up to you. So just rock back and forth. Maybe try to straighten it out. Holding onto the sole of the foot and then straightening, coming back. And then release it down. Take a nice deep breath. Walk the feet out slightly so there's just a little bit of a bend in the knee. Inhale. And exhale forward. So the sit bones again are on the chair. The chair edge is at the crease of where the leg meets the glutes. Stretch down. Inhale up. Exhale down to Anjali Mudra. Take a breath. Inhale up, lift those arms. Separate them and exhale down. And then ease back into the chair a little bit, just enough to have your balance as you bring your left knee over right ankle. Just to get yourself set up, cradle the left knee with the left forearm, right hand on the bottom of the foot, and just rock. So if you have a chair arm, it might be a little bit of a limited movement, so feel free to turn to the right a little bit. And again, if you want to throw it in occasionally, try straightening that leg out. Rock it. And straighten. So everybody should be feeling pretty warmed up now. So as you release your leg down, moving into Warrior Two, or actually even Warrior One, whichever you're more comfortable with, but Warrior Two is the one that I'll be demoing. Turn that right hip again so that it's fully on the chair. Left sit bone is off so that you have range of movement for your leg. If you have an arm of the chair, you can hold on for a moment. Have your strap handy if you'd like. And then simply walk that leg back. So knee over the ankle, nice soft bend. And when you're ready, turn the body so that it's facing a little bit forward. So you're not 90 degrees and you're not facing all the way forward. You're facing out, which also should anchor your right sit bone into your chair, and add the arms. So if I were to come off of the chair, that's what it would look like at this extension. You need a little bit more extension in the chair than you do standing. If you'd rather hold your strap, you can hold it as you do this. And as you're pulling apart a little bit or in front of you. Add those arms. You should feel the full extension still. Perfect. Let everything come down in the upper body first. Ease back, so send your weight back into the chair, soften that back knee even more to bring it in, and then turn back to the center. You don't realize how much extension you have, and if you try to just come out of it, it can twinge your hips sometimes. So widen those feet out, inhale up, and just exhale into a forward fold, wide-legged, till you feel the engagement in the inner thigh. Chin to chest. Ragdoll up. So we're just resetting the body. Shoulders back. And here we go. Warrior on the other side. So again, that right sit bone comes off. You can feel the left one on the ground. And again, you can stand up with this, and I'll show a chair variation standing up. But setting it up, bring that right foot back, turn the toe outward slightly. And once you're set up, knee over the ankle, back foot with soft knee, turn the torso so it's facing about 45 degrees, gaze forward and add the arms. So stay in that pose. You can do it standing up as we do regularly, or you can use the back of the chair as a balancing point and add the back arm. So there's lots of ways you can be doing this. You can have your towel and pulling it apart to add a little bit of arm strength or above your head. Just lengthen through, feel that stretch. Coming back to center, let the arms come down first. Soften that back knee, bend the foot, bring it forward, and then turn to center. Wonderful. Widen the feet. This time, elbows down as we come down. So inhale up. And we're doing a half forward fold. So exhale down, elbows down, and just ease forward. So try and lengthen from your sit bones to the crown of your head. Feet pointed outward, keeping the knees pointed the same way as the toes. Inhale up. And we're going to do a seated twist. It's a variation on the reclining twist. So bringing your feet together, walk them over to the left side. And actually turn your sit bones and your body this way just for a moment. So you are on the left side of the chair. If you are on the couch, same thing. If you can get closer to the edge to kind of help. Inhale, and as you exhale, twist towards the back as much as you can. It helps if your left hand is on your right outer thigh to help the twist. we're going for a bigger twist than the one in the chair. So just please twist. Put back to center. Walk the feet to the middle. Nice. Bent knees, inhale up. And exhale down. Sitting forward as much as you can, trying to bring your full belly, top of the thighs, and then the arms down. Let them dangle. Touch the ground, whatever feels good. Ragdoll. Engaging that core bit by bit to sit up. Turn the body to the right, onto the right side of the chair, the right side of the seat. Sitting up nice and tall. Right hand on the outer left side. Left hand behind, either on the chair seat, the back, or the arms, or the cushion. Inhale and twist. Try and draw that left shoulder blade back. Inhale, coming back to center. Perfect. When your body is in alignment, walk the knees back, sit back in the chair for a moment. Rotate the wrists. One way, and then the other way. Wiggle the fingers. If you want to turn away from the TV, you can, if you'd like, but just walk for the next pose. But walk forward, curl your toes under so that you're sitting up nice and tall. We're going to do lion pose. So fingers come down, you widen your face, sticking your tongue out to touch your chin, and you go, ah. And what prompted that is there's a COVID outbreak at the hospital on the med-surg floor. And I thought we really need to start, toning our lungs again. So take a deep breath in. As you exhale, hands down, tongue goes out, cross your eyes, and go, okay? So I'll just demo it. Go ahead and chuckle if you want, but here we go. So breathing in. Set those hands down, go, until you feel like you're going to cough. So you're trying to exhale, cross the eyes, and widen that face. So here we go. And again, if you want to turn away from the camera to do this, great. Just know that we're not looking at each other, right? So here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Widen your hands and go. And then soften everything. Drop the shoulders. Take a breath in and a breath out. And we're going to do that again. So here we go. And as you do it, try and bring some heat into your midsection. And as you breathe out, see all the the air from the base of your lungs just coming out and getting fresh oxygen in there when you breathe in. So here we go. Inhale, sit up tall, widen your hands, make claws, and exhale. Close your eyes, soften the torso. Take 2 beautiful soft inhales and exhales. And walking the feet forward. Sitting tall. Rub your hands together. Rest your elbows onto the tops of your thighs. And just for a moment, fit your palm around your eye socket and just breathe here. Let the warmth soothe your eyes. Lifting your head just slightly from the hands, just massage your forehead and your face. And especially your jaw. People really underestimate how much tension we hold in our jaw, especially when they're clenching in their sleep and they're not aware of it. So just really massage in. And then using the heel of your hand, go from the point of your chin up along your jawline into the masseter muscle, that nice big muscle. If you clench your teeth, you can feel it. So just do that a couple of times. Nice way to work on smoothing out jowls too. Smoothing the neck. You can even come up the cheeks to add color. Fresh blood and oxygen into the skin. And then sitting up tall, find your strap one more time. And we're going to do the flossing technique that we do standing up, but we're going to sit down. So bring, and I'll stand up to sit down a bit. So bring the towel behind you so that one hand is at the top, or your strap or whatever it is. One's at the bottom, and just move the shoulders through their range. So you can do this sitting down. Just feel like you're scratching the skin. You have an itch between your shoulder blades and you're using the towel to scratch it. Just move. Take your time with it or go as fast as you want. Just it should feel good. And then release it. Bring the arms, your right arm across, hug it. And when you hug it, not on the elbow joint, but just hug that across the body. Perfect. Try and open the back of the shoulder. And then lift. And pat yourself on the back. Perfect. Release that down. Ease forward. Let your arms just dangle. If it feels better, open the knees and let the arms dangle. So however it feels good, just let them move easily in the socket. And then other side. So just switch the side for the towel, the strap, whatever it is you're using, and just start moving back and forth. Again, working those shoulders, trying to sit nice and tall. You don't want to be leaning forward. And just move the shoulders through their range. And then releasing it, we're done with this for now. Well, for the rest of the class. Bring that left arm across, hug it. Seeing how much you can stretch the back of your shoulder. Hand should be below the shoulders. Release it, bring the hand up as if you're going to pat yourself on the back. Perfect, yeah. Just stretch everything. And release it down. And just roll the shoulders. So if you want to do one at a time, if you want to move them forward and back, whatever you need to do, just move your shoulders for a moment. Bend and flex your elbows. Rotate those wrists, one and then the other. Gently twist from side to side, sitting up tall. So it's the standing up version of swinging the arms. This is what we're doing in the chair. And then widening those knees. Inhale, lift, exhale down, come all the way down. Chin to chest. Inhale. As you exhale, turn to the right. Exhale, down, bringing your torso onto the right leg. Inhale up. Press down when you inhale. Help the torso out. Twist. Exhale down. Bringing, yep, perfect. Belly onto left side. Inhale up. Exhale down to the center one more time. This time, elbows onto the tops of the thighs. Help open up those thighs, stretch them out. Perfect. Using your elbows, press up. Nice. Bring the feet together. So this is a little bit awkward, but bring the knees together. Try and point your toes inward. And why are we doing this? If you remember when we lay down and we bring our knees together and we lift our backs and we round our spine, that's what we're doing here as best as we can. So even if you want to just bring the knees together and not do the feet, you can. If you can turn your heels outward, toes inward, great. And just gently roll forward, running your hands down the leg and stretch the back. So when we open our toes, we shorten the muscles of the lower back. When we turn our toes inward, it's actually harder to tighten our glutes, and we open up those muscles in the lower back. So hands on the quads, press up. Let those toes come out, just bend and flex a couple of times. And then sit back into the chair. If you're on a soft couch or whatever, sit right back, get comfy. Roll the shoulders, turn the head and neck. Whatever you need to do to settle the body into the item that you're sitting on, whatever it is. And just close your eyes and breathe. So don't worry about whether you're pausing between the breaths or how deep your breath is. None of that right now. Just breathe. With every exhalation, just settle the body and continue to breathe. Hear the sounds around you. So I hear a little bit of traffic and the air conditioning. So just take note as to what you hear in your space. And then start to let yourself tune it out. Let it become white noise in the background. Excuse me. Start to build an image of your favorite place. So see it in your mind's eye, keep your eyes closed. Just picture it in full color, add sound, maybe even put it in a time that you're happy and enjoying it. Let yourself feel those emotions. Then very gently open your eyes. Just softly gaze at the floor in front of you or whatever is in front of you, about 6 or 7 feet away. Just continue to hear the sounds around you and breathe. Just notice how you're feeling right now. Bring your hands to Ujjayi Mudra, balancing both sides of your body with the palms of the hands at the heart center. Take a nice deep breath, and as you exhale, let go of any tension you're holding that you don't need to bring into your day. Beautiful breath in here. Exhale it out. Nice breath. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, 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 love and respect to all of you here, to Mother Earth and our universe. Happiness to everybody. Namaste. Namaste, everybody. The divine in me sees the divine in you. Have a happy day. I hope you enjoyed that.